for coming to our race meeting. It's the most important race meeting. It's the one right before the race. So for those of you that may have lost track of dates and times, I'm kidding, because we would, right? Our race is this weekend. For coming. Is there somebody remote? No, that's just somebody. Jordan, somebody remote? All right. So, Kevin is not able to be here with us this evening. It's that other part-time job he has, coaching Little League and stuff, so, I did get an email from him and he, gave me a list of things that he has done, so I'm gonna go through, I guess, the race agenda as we go through that, but a couple of things that I know that he needs done is, set up the notices. You probably saw them as you drove in downtown, with the long signs up there, so that we can see what's going on there. I don't know if he'll sign in. Sometimes if the Little League class ends early, he signs up. I mean, he'll sign in. So we'll keep our eyes out for that. The total of the lawn signs that were put out were 25. So, I'm just gonna go through the list here. Bottled water and other refreshments. So I think we're good with that, but I want to touch base with folks. Do you want to report? Yeah, man. So yes, with the report, we'll ask for Maureen to give us an update.
Okay, the water is already here,
The large water, the Friends water?
the bottled water for the race, right? Lisa and Scott
Okay.
picked it up. It was originally supposed to be Lisa and Ron, so we gave Ron a break. Now he only has 999. Bagels Karen is getting from Price Chopper. The fruit cup Michelle is getting from Middle Woods. Cookies, Chick-fil-A, that's for the little readers. And Michelle is taking care of that. Fruit is coming from Sue Leonard and Anna is taking care of that. Karen is getting the donuts. Karen
Bennett's getting the donuts. I thought she was getting.
No,
bagels
Fiona's
on
got the
Saturday.
donuts.
Oh, Fiona, I'm sorry. Fiona donuts, Karen bagels,
Okay.
and then utensils, condiments, napkins, etc. That's staff.
That's who?
Staff.
Okay.
And I'm meeting Tim Mankey the morning of the race at 8. He's gonna set up the hand washing station for us. Courtesy of the Boy Scouts.
Thank you.
And let's see. That should do it.
Okay, so cutting boards, knives, napkins, tongs, baggies, all of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Just that, yeah.
Just remember,
That's
Elizabeth is gonna be
answer.
right on this end, so if you move in to the middle.
Sure.
Yeah, that's, Diane, we're collecting all that stuff as we speak, so.
Okay.
Do you know if the bagels are gonna be cut?
They are not gonna
They're
be
not.
cut, so that's something that has to be planned out, when you're gonna cut them, and if you're gonna do it just that morning, but they're gonna have to be bagged.
So we can't cut outside.
No, you can,
So,
yeah, you just can't. Unless you wanna hand every single piece of bagel out, you have to have them.
right.
But we have the bags already.
Yeah. I'm sure we have. We've always managed that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that should do it for,
The little water packs,
I'm getting that.
you're getting those? Okay. And so the water pods, I guess I'm calling them. That was Chris. And the gift bags, are those put together yet?
Most of them, yeah, most of them. are.
I got the two figures.
Yeah, that was done.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I like it. You guys are all organized. I'm loving it. Okay, so tablecloths, all of that stuff is getting,
Yep.
pulled together?
Yep.
Okay, by staff?
Mhm.
Let's try not to have a lot of staff on this, but I think
We had them in the
you guys have
basement.
no choice.
so, Yeah, we had them in the basement.
one of the things I wanna, first of all, I wanna thank Ron for 27 years of schlepping the tables everywhere. And this year, I have asked Chris to meet him early morning and help do that. I think it always helps to have another body, get things in and out and, putting around. So thank you. They're gonna start at 6 in the morning.
Whoa, and
Well,
where,
Ron probably will start at 5, but Chris.
and where do I meet you? To
Just on library parking lot,
library, okay,
where the sheds are,
okay,
where the sheds are.
all right.
And then that's a reminder, if we're parking our cars here, let's try not to park in the library lot. Let the runners park there. We could park at senior center and walk over. You know, if you've got heavy things to deliver and drop off, drive right up Mazzacoli Way, drop them off and then park someplace else. And whether that's the town hall or, you know, somewhere else, please don't park on the road by Garfield here. The start of the race, if anybody is not aware of it, is by the town hall. So if you were to go down the Mazzacoli Road here, there's a crosswalk. It's like about in that area, you know, just a little bit before that they start. And then they finish down by the busway. So we really want the whole Garfield area open. We don't want cars parking on the side there. So pick a spot anywhere in a parking lot. If you can park at the senior center or farther away from right here, that would be good because we'll have the runners in there. Their families and their sponsors and stuff there. So the only people we would want to drive up Mazzacoli Way would be people, sponsors dropping things off, you know, people dropping off the foods and set up them and stuff like that. Runners, we're gonna try to get them to come in right on Garfield Street instead of coming on Mazzacoli Way. Okay? What else? So we got the sanitation station, tablecloths, water pickup, photos. So normally, we have the Hoagland family walking around with cameras. And they're decamping at 9 o'clock, so they're not gonna be our photographers this year. I need a couple of people. We've got key areas that we need pictures, so we certainly need pictures at the start of the race. We need somebody to hang around at the finish line for the first finishers, male, female, a couple of age groups, stuff like that. I think we need another photographer to kind of roam around and get pictures, maybe with sponsors and Fiona or the people that have, you know, reached out to them and asked them to join or what have you. But and then candid shots throughout. So my guess is if we had a real camera, that might be the best thing to get and the other photo opportunity is at the end when we give out the prizes for the placement. I don't know if you remember, but we would take a shot of each person there. Anybody feel,
If you want pictures of the ground or the sky, I'd be the first.
okay, you're out. Okay, you're out, but you were the first one that said that, so you get a pass.
I don't mind doing photos, but I'm not doing anything else up until I'm doing the.
So you're doing the little sprinters and we want photos of the little sprinters. That's why I'm saying we need more than,
I'm gonna be at the finish line. I don't have a fancy camera, but I can use my phone.
okay, that's good, because we want to make sure that we get, people like to see those pictures, right? We post them on our library website afterwards. Anybody else?
I'll do the sponsors
Okay,
in
great.
the morning.
So, Michelle,
I mean, I can walk around taking pictures of spots, you know. They might be relevant. I'm not the greatest photographer in the world, I take pictures with my camera, but I'm walking around taking shots of
well,
things.
just, you know, different shots of things if you see somebody having fun, but we definitely need the prize, you know, the award ceremony's done, start, finish. You know, we want to get some pictures of our sponsors so that we can put them up there
No, little readers.
in the little readers. Okay, so, is there anybody online that's got their hand up to help take pictures anywhere? Who's online, Jen?
Good George.
I mean, I can. Where do you need me to take photos?
The awards,
The award.
the medals and trophies.
Medals
Yep.
and trophies?
Yeah.
Is
So
it right?
Pluto puts last year they had a banner, like a tall banner, and people stood in front of it and they had their picture taken right there.
Okay,
I mean, yeah, I can do that.
all right, great. So people for pictures, I have Jen, I have Michelle, I have Neil, I have George, and I have Anna. But we really need the pictures, so don't feel that just because we have a lot of people.
Yeah.
That, It's better to have more than you need than not have certain areas.
And I guess, can I just make a statement here? I mean, you can have, you're taking your cell phone, come into the office and sync up with Lisa, and then we can just do the airdrop and you can have all the pictures, right?
Oh, I won't be here, but that's okay.
No, but I mean, not on Monday, or you don't need them that day.
No, we don't need that.
Right.
We weren't gonna do the pictures the week after because we have other stuff going on, but yes, we can do that, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes,
or put it on a
put
flash
pictures,
drive and
yeah.
bring it in and
Right.
they can transfer it,
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
All right, so however that goes, email them, whatever works. All right, so that's it for the pictures. Okay. So we've got, if I go down this, we've got refreshments, we've got the Saturday food pickups, we've got packaging of foods for the race, that's already decided. And we've got the refreshment tables that are being put out by Ron and Chris. Then trophies, awards and boosters, are we all set there, Neil?
I just want to check, I contacted, Paul Powers, I told him the, trophies are, approximately 8 and over.
80.
8,
I don't know if that's a good question. I don't
yeah,
know about that.
anything arrived from Paul Powers?
I'm not
for
sure. I'll find out
80
for you. I'll
plus
find out.
category?
I'll check for you.
So I talked to him a couple weeks ago, he said it didn't seem to be a problem, so I assume he probably.
Plus medals, right? 8 plus medals. Okay.
Okay, so we need to know that. Sponsorships, can't say that. Sponsorships, I have all my own sheet too, so I couldn't say it. Sponsorships, are we all set there? Is there anything else that we're looking for? Any other checks that we know that are waiting to come in or?
I haven't seen HO Penn. That was the one I noticed. Or maybe, wait, I know Judson too. I haven't seen them either. Now, I wasn't sure if they've received an invoice or anything.
Fiona will be here after, for the regular
Yeah,
meeting.
so we can ask her.
Okay, so we'll ask her about
Yeah.
that. Okay, so the sponsors for the t-shirt have been finalized. You may see piles of the bright green t-shirts on the table, so there's no additions at this point to the t-shirt sponsors. So that's done, the t-shirts are here. The timing company is all set, and again, they're gonna set up down by the bus station. Registration online, so online registration, just as a reminder, especially for people that are here on Saturday. Online registration shuts down 5 o'clock Friday. During packet pickup, we'll accept some registrations, and on race day, we accept some registrations. Saturday and Sunday, they don't get that pre-race registration though. We'll get the other one. Okay, one more thing on packet pickup. Interesting little point of fact is that on the library website, it says packet pickup is from 10 to 2, but on the race entry website, it says packet pickup is from 10 to 3.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, as of today, that's what I saw. So 2 things, next year, let's get them in sync for whatever the hours are, so that,
I didn't change anything.
But it was 10 to 2 last year. I don't know.
that's what it said on race entry, so, we might have to change that schedule a little bit.
The runners are going to get, the registered runners are going to get an email on Friday. And it's going to give the details of packet pickup, so I can make sure that it's
Okay.
10 to 2.
Yeah, you could put that in for 10 to 2.
And you have schedule, right?
Yeah, so the schedule that I have from last month, and this included setup, so remember, weather permitting, we set up out here by the sheds. AKA in front of the dumpsters. We have a canopy, the tables, a couple of chairs, like 6 chairs out there, because we put the shirts out there and the others. Remember, anybody with a number 200 and below gets a shirt as a runner. 201, 210. We never made it to 400, but they do not get a shirt. Okay, when you're working there on that day or any other day, we rip off the bottom and save that for our door prize. We don't have raffles because that's a lottery. Again, that's another wording that needs to be updated on race entry. So we rip that off and we put an X on the bid. If you see an X on that bid, that means they've already been given a shirt for that bid.
And you hand out the shirts on Saturday, right, Diana?
We hand out shirts on Saturday.
So there shouldn't be, right, I see, okay.
No, but when we do that, we hand out the shirts and the bibs.
Yep.
And pins.
Pins, right.
And so that's why we mark the.
Yep.
The shirts when we do that. The schedule that I have for Saturday pickup, 9:30 to 11, is Chris Shushin and Maureen Lyons. So that's. So, I mean, speak now, but does it work well? Could have been, but I was trying to go to, 3:30.
I sent out an email to everybody.
Yeah. I have it right here.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I know, so originally it was 9:30 to noon, I know what you're saying.
Right, so originally it was 9:30 to noon. And it could be again, I'm trying to spread that gap to 3 o'clock or, 3:30.
you wanna read the times that we have there?
Well, yeah, 9:30 to noon was Maureen and Chris, 11 to 1 was Fiona, 12 to 2:30 was Anna and Neil. But as she's saying, you have to be open to 3, might adjust it.
Look, Neil and I will just hang around till 3 o'clock and meanwhile we'll just pack up and be ready to walk out,
That was the schedule I was familiar with, what you just said.
Okay, so I extended those times a little bit. Maureen and Chris, if you wanna be there till noon, that works.
Well, that's what was on the original schedule.
Yes. And then the last folks, I mean, obviously, if nobody's coming by, you can start to pack it up a little bit earlier or condense it or whatever, but. Because we have one of those types. And then banner hanging is on Saturday and it will be. The trifecta of Diane Scott and I believe Lisa is relegated to management only in that this year. A little to the left, a little to the right. As that goes through, so I think we have our Saturday set up for that. Let's pick up. Rates, numbers, course, okay, so we have all of that. So the course, so this is where we come to all of our volunteers, the course, the police, I believe the police have been notified and know what's going on. Loudspeaker and starter horn, that's usually Kevin. And we had a talk about his speaker system, so he knows he says he's gonna have that. Homeowners notifications, did you guys do that yet? You did?
He has them, that with those.
Do you have them? And Neil? Okay, so that's gonna be this week.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'll get,
You remember your week from last year?
I kind of remember the streets, yeah, it was,
I'm sorry.
so,
Yes.
Okay, so you got. I got it. So the four signs
They
are.
were a lot of streets.
That's a crawl. So the course signs, so the course signs are what you're gonna be putting out early Saturday morning?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you'll come back for tables?
Yeah.
All right, sponsor signs, those are printed,
It's coming
ready?
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah,
Okay,
Ron's picking it up, well, hopefully Wednesday, but he said he can pick it up.
all right, good. Bathrooms and power, we'll have that here. Do we need any additional? We need the town hall power turned on?
Yeah, we had a work order into them about that and,
Okay.
large trash cans. For. That was in the morning.
Okay, and, do we need large bags?
I have some.
Okay. Roadrunner, so what are we doing for safety? Did DJ say what,
He's gonna do what he did last year, we closed off a couple of roads.
as the runners come by?
And then that's where CERT gets involved too.
Yeah, we have 3 cert members this year. We're
Three
gonna think it's the same numbers
Yeah.
as we gave you last year, the same 3 guys.
Okay.
I know that DJ was gonna reach out to see if he could get more
He said,
bodies.
he came in today and said that he was gonna do, get a fire truck and to block up, I think it's Wilson.
Wilson in Maine? 'Cause they're
Yes.
gonna block that.
Yes, and
Is he
then,
gonna have a vehicle in?
I think so.
Yeah, how about Willard?
Yeah, he's gonna have like 3 vehicles, he said,
Okay,
and then he was gonna work with CERT and he was gonna work with the
Yes,
radio.
our net control, we drive along with DJ in the van,
Yep,
so any emergencies go right to him, because you'll get the ambulance quicker
right,
than him sitting in the crowd,
Right.
than hunting down the ambulance.
so he's meeting at 8 o'clock Sunday morning in the lower town hall lot.
So like we did last.
Yeah,
last time?
so that's
So on the other side of that.
where Morton said, yeah, on the other side of it, he's meeting there at 8 and then he just tell people.
Wherever we meet at the falls, we always do up there, if I have to come down here with Bill Story.
Okay,
To make sure that he gets with DJ.
okay.
So
Yeah,
he wants to start at 8 down.
I think I would because he'd probably direct you as to where to go. Yeah, that would be good.
Okay, so start 8 o'clock, town hall parking lot. Radio League is,
We're gonna be at the falls, then we're gonna take off to our spot.
okay,
So only car that should be there will be Steve's. And Bill Stories.
so how many people?
We have about 11 people, but we'll be along the road.
Okay.
So by 8 o'clock or 8:15, we should be out of that falls parking lot. Then the runners can park there if they have to, the road's not shut down already.
Okay, and,
So I don't think they shut it down until the race starts.
yeah, I don't think they shut it down until 9 o'clock, because it takes them a few minutes to get there. I mean, they might be close by.
Yeah.
I'll be over here, he can shut down.
So if you want us to park at the Polish Club, then we'll leave the walls parking lot open. But I'll just have to be there for a quick 10 minutes, to see Bill Story. And I get my crew be at the Polish Club on Wilson Street, or is that what it is?
Yeah, it's what's.
Mhm.
That we have more parking available right there for the race.
You could, and then that too, although you guys, usually stay to the end of the race, because I was gonna say the other problem with parking in too close to the library is if everybody hasn't finished, or if the little sprinters is going on, they can't get in and out of these parks. So you're gonna have your folks park at, Polish American Club?
Only one I'll probably park there will be Steve, because he'll be doing this whole street.
Mhm.
And Bill Story will have to park on the police station side, because he'll be going with DJ driving around.
Okay,
And those should be the only 2 cars in this area.
super. Okay. That'll work. Trustee head count, how many people, everybody that's here will be here? Pam, are you able to make it? No? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah,
Dan's
no, he'll
traveling,
be there.
Dan's
Yeah, no, he'll be
traveling.
there.
And Fiona. Okay, so 9, so we'll have 9 trustees. We're also going to have 7, or we have.
I
as of
think
a
she
couple days-
updated it to 9.
Did she?
Yeah, Michelle can give you that info.
Yeah, 19 is to volunteer.
9
And we
teenagers,
have-
not 19.
No,
No, 9 teenagers. 9 teenagers, not 19.
sorry, I'm sorry, teen department, nine volunteers.
9
I
volunteers.
thought they said 19 volunteers.
19.
Oh, 19, I got you.
Sorry.
But we have 2 adults that want to volunteer too, that have done it in the past.
Teenage.
We'll take them. So plus adults are better for the road and what have you. I think, the teen volunteers are good for running results back and forth between.
And the water table.
Having-
I can use an adult at Garfield and Willard.
That would be, Mike Kylie.
Pardon?
Mike Kylie would be my name.
Mike,
And he's gonna do it.
oh, is he?
He's gonna be here, so,
Oh, good.
okay.
Yeah, I need an adult over there on Garfield and Willard. That would be good.
Okay. Anywhere else? So you wanted a few of them.
Maybe one of the water stations, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Although, maybe another intersection, maybe I could get the kids to do the water stations. Yeah, we'll decide that morning.
Okay. Let's see who's Julie here. So we've got the cert, we've got the t-shirts, public relations is done, we've got the signs, we'll be hanging the banners. Anything that we haven't talked about?
Just clarification on, we weren't sure who was we haven't received all the banners, so we don't know who was contacted.
So do we know who was contacted for banners?
When Fiona sent the sponsored post out with the sponsor, she asked that question. And, she sent me an email.
I think Dutch Point is on its way, but we don't
Yeah.
have HO Pen, which I know they did
So
last
she
year.
wanted to talk to Karen, to Lisa to get an update on which banners have been dropped off, so she can follow up with anyone who has not yet done it.
We have 2 banners so far,
We have 2, which 2 do we have?
Kingston Love and, the Kiwanis.
And I have 2 that are not sending banners, and that's Logo Thread and Rose Hill Memorial. But he'd still like a table.
Lower Thrift Guy?
And then I think American Eagle always has a banner too.
That go, right? Usually the banner.
Just a question for the new guy, the banners, is this just where they just hang them out where
On the
Put it
fence.
here,
Oh,
on the
okay.
fence, you know, if you were to walk out this front door and go towards the sundial,
okay,
you know
yeah,
how we have that railing
Yeah.
that's there, we hang them on that.
oh, okay.
Are you doing that on Saturday?
Yes.
I know in past years I picked up banners at HO Penn and American Eagle. Have they said anything about?
We'll find out from Fiona. I'm not sure if anyone contacted her.
Okay, so we need an update on banners, if they need to be picked up or not. We think Fiona might have more, it might be a combination of Fiona and the office. So who did you say was not doing the banner? I'm sorry,
Rose Hill
Rose Hill.
and Logo Thread.
Good. Thank you.
And then just Karen Benner was, spoke, she was on Talk to the Mayor last Monday about the race with Steve Parker, and then she did Gary Byron's radio talk show, I think it was Thursday morning, to talk about the race as well, so.
Great. So what are all the things we're gonna remember as soon as we walk out of this room that we need to talk about?
Do you want me to run through the task list, or is that what you're using?
No, I had a whole list of things that I had to make sure I have.
No, because you didn't give me the final version.
I sent it to you.
Okay, could you go through it then?
All right, everybody was supposed to get a copy, but you didn't, so anyway. I just need to know to confirm with Leanne that the final payment was sent to Platt for time and service.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
okay. And, let's see, organizer of the trophies, I know you heard the conversation about the trophies, so people are on that. And, the sponsor board,
Yes, sir.
is all set?
He's picking it up Wednesday.
Okay, that's done, awesome. Sponsor board is done. All right, updates and raise notifications. Okay, so that's in process. That's what you have right there. I heard Maureen doing the food deliveries. And I heard that you did the inventory on supplies, and so purchase anything, all right. I saw lawn signs up already, so that's done. And, I guess at some point, when the t-shirts are received, are they in? Oh, they are in. All right, so we do a process where, for the sponsors, we put together a sponsor bag for them, so we make sure that they get a t-shirt, because that's all part of the deal. Okay, we're working on the banners, so that's all set. Have we gotten any mail-in forms and any paper forms? Yeah, oh, good. All right, the dining partner tickets,
Ready?
they're
You
ready?
just have the copy of this one.
Awesome. And, I know that, PR has been done. The delivered flight. The brace prizes have been organized. And, sure, Leanne will drop off the cash box. I heard you talk about the speaker system, and that's Kevin. And he sent out, it was funny, this morning, Kevin sent out an email, and I had sent him an updated link, and he didn't include it, which was a good error to have, because in the afternoon, he sent out another email and said, well, here's the right link, and, so right now, online, we have a total of 233 registered. 194 adults.
Okay.
194 adults, 21 youth, and 17 little readers so far. And, So last year we had a total of 205 adults register online, so my guess is that we will break that number.
Can you give me those numbers again?
Yep. So 194 adults, 21 youth, and 17 little readers, and 1 virtual. Great, so the total of 233,
That's a really good number.
yeah,
And that's including the little sprinters,
17 little readers, yeah.
little readers? Good, excellent.
How many did we have last year until after?
What was it, Anna? I forget.
Last year's total,
For just little readers for. Is that what you mean, or
No,
just
for
total?
everybody,
We were
or
over,
the adult.
I thought,
last year we had 205 adults online, I don't remember, there weren't that many paper entries. I only do the totals that are online.
so we hit.
So Kevin gave me numbers that are a little bit lower than yours because they came in earlier and he had, for 2024, we had totaled out to 216.
I mean, 2023,
No, for 2024,
Oh,
he gave me
okay, sorry.
numbers from earlier than what you told because they're a little bit lower, so 216. And then 2023 was 187. But I think that's comparison from when he pulled it last year
Yeah.
and this year.
Yeah.
So not the total rate, not the race totals, but
Yeah,
you
because
know,
I think
so
you're gonna,
far, a week before the race starts, what did we have? So that's kind of the total.
yeah,
that's going.
because I think you're gonna get, depending on what the weather prediction is, that's when.
It's not gonna be 70 and sunny?
Well, of course
I tell
it's-
everybody that's the weather prediction.
No, but I'm just saying that
Start
it's gonna keep adding up as people decide they're gonna do the race now.
Right,
Or they'll do registers.
so as I mentioned before, Kevin will be sending the registered runners, a letter on packet pickup. And, Lisa and I will both, disable the online registration link. And, replace it with, well, we already have it on, but we'll replace it with the donation button. And, Kevin will be bringing in a report
What does
on,
that mean? Replace what with a donate button?
well, right now, they click a button that says go to registration. Well, registration, it closes at 5 p.m. So what they're going to see is donate.
Oh, just the donate, it'll go back to just the donate
Yeah,
on the library website.
yeah.
Okay.
So then I know, we've got people picking up the fruit, the bagels and all of that. The t-shirts will be organized at some point on Saturday. And you know, those people who are working the packet pickup, you know, we hand out dining partner tickets to the people who are there. And, we talked about setting up a library information display. I haven't worked with you at all on that, but I know we had something last year. Not so much for Saturday, but for Sunday. So I have the coach coming in Sunday morning to mark the starting line for the little reader sprint, the 2 starting lines. And, I was going to ask Lisa if she still had streamers.
No,
No? Okay, I'll put the streamers. Pick up sponsor signs near registration area. Oh, put out sponsor sign, sorry. So I heard you talking about that already. The tables I heard 2 people are setting up tables. Secure the tablecloth on the tables so they don't fly away.
And that was just a note, if you're dealing with the tablecloths, some of them are very long, so it's good to tuck them under the legs of the table. Like secure them under the legs, because they blow out and then people would trip on them, so just.
And then on Sunday, we tried to have, we should try to have the dining partner tickets at the food table. Okay, and, so based on, previous years, we've had 5 or 6 tables for sponsors, but Fiona can confirm how many have said that they're coming. Some of them do bring their own table. And, so So for the board members here, it's everybody's job to welcome and interact with the sponsors because they're the bread and butter of this race.
And when you wear your lanyards, they'll know who you are.
Are we wearing the
Where is
t-shirt
my
too?
Yeah, if you have your t-shirt, if you wanna wear your t-shirt on that day, I don't always wear mine on that day, cause it gets
Wear
really
your
too
lanyards.
crazy.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're gonna be out there early morning, that's a pretty bright color, you wanna wear it, you know, go for it. I do have some safety vests, I have like 5 or 6 of them, and they're from, you know, odd job lots, they're not. They do the job. You know, I started buying them when when you do the walks at dusk and dawn and stuff, it's nice to be more visible, and I think if you're doing anything, if you're running around, if you're not wearing that shirt, we'll get you, one of those, safety vests or whatever, and it just helps catch the eye.
And then, thank you letters need to be sent to the sponsors and the raffle owners after the race. And so it should be a combined, I think
I did it last year. I did.
You did it all by yourself?
All of them? Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Are you signing up for that again this year?
So
Thank you.
I have, to- all I have to do is count.
Great.
I'll just fill in the blank.
Ah,
Cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste.
thank you. All right, and we should make sure we do a post-race thank you letter to the editor. And, and then the other things are just like cleanup stuff, mailing leftover t-shirt bags to sponsors, returning banners,
Okay, that's all close.
Yes.
Okay.
and collecting the lawn signs.
Yeah. So, for radio lead, Ron, any other questions, thoughts?
Search fund, I mean.
No,
You're all set?
will Public Works still be a sleek vehicle following the race? Or will it be DJ?
Well, the police will lead off and then hopefully they'll tail around back to,
Okay, so it'll be the police or Public Works picking up signs.
well, the traffic guy usually pick up
Okay,
my
yeah.
court signs for me.
One year they skipped the runner,
Pardon?
one year they skipped the, and that's runner, and our.
Oh, they missed the last one?
3 years ago. We thought we're like, okay, here's a sleek vehicle, then here, there's a runner, well, number this, don't on the track.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right, then I think we're in good shape. I want to talk about what time the majority of us need to be there. I know you're gonna have a very early start at 6. But with the tables and the prep work and cutting bagels, according to what we have posted, pre-registration and check-in for the same day opens at 7:30. So that means we need to have those tables set up out here, all the stuff out there, everything else. I don't think we can pull that off in half an hour. So
I think there's 6:30.
I would say 6:30 if we can get there earlier. Definitely be here by 7. What's that? Is that enough time? Thank you.
I am just before you continue on with those, when you were going through all the photography and assignments and everything. I don't know, did we get someone for the starting line? Cause I know we were doing finish line. I didn't.
Ken said she's got the starting line, right?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
not
finish
starting,
line,
Do you
but
wanna do the starting line or should?
Well, that's why I was asking, because
Yeah.
I didn't want that to get lost in the.
That's a
in the
good
shuffle.
point.
So you'll be free. You're always done way before 9, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's hope so. Yeah, so if you could be at the start, maybe
Okay,
get, snap a couple of pictures of Kevin when he's talking, doing the pre-runner up, and then, back away enough so that you can get, and, more is always better.
okay,
That'd be great.
and,
Whatever you could do, thank you.
yeah, and the starting line you said is just right out.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, you won't,
I won't miss
you
it.
won't miss it. You won't miss it. So I had Jennifer start and finish, but Jen's gonna be finished, and Chris is gonna be start.
And I'll be doing it with my phone, because I don't have a fancy camera.
That's fine.
Did you want a board member also at the finish line initially?
So, yes, so we would like,
I'm not talking about pictures, I'm just talking about.
no, just at the finish line. So what happens with the finish line is sometimes people get a little confused, because what we try to do is, as they come up Garfield, we try to funnel them in so that they go in between the posts so that they actually, their little
chute,
pads
yeah.
get picked up,
Yeah.
right? So that it goes through the chute or the post, so it's there. So we need a couple of people standing down there, not at 9 o'clock necessarily, but when do they?
9:15, by
Yeah, by 9:15, God bless them, by 9:15, when the first ones start coming around the corner, to kind of put them, make sure that they go through the chute. So you could even hang around there, snap a couple of pictures of, people hanging, and then, go down there and, well, if you're taking a picture, you can't really. force
Chris,
them in,
Jen is
so-
gonna be down there too, I mean, if you want to
Yeah,
do
so
that.
between the two of you,
And
somebody could take pictures and, you can just make sure. So there's usually cones set up and stuff,
Okay.
but, if they're in the zone.
And also if they're new at running and they've never done a race before, it's confusing.
Or if they haven't done this race before, but I noticed most of them are pretty good when it comes to running the cones, finish line.
Is this, I haven't looked at the map, is this a single loop or a double loop? Don't they run the course twice?
Not the full course, they don't go through the finish line, start line twice. There is like it seems like an internal loop, like for Audubon and stuff like that, but they don't hit Garfield twice. They
Okay,
start and then they finish at Garfield.
okay,
They go down Ashland and then up Audubon and then on to Taft and then.
So we don't know where we're going.
You never got any of us.
Well, no, I pretty much stayed at the library. One of you had your hands up before, is there a question?
Yes, you start getting information to finish line when the runners are coming back towards half. And that's when Lisa, whoever's at the finish line, Steve will say, let us do this again, number 128 male is past my position. And you start getting relays as they get closer.
Super.
And then you would hear the female, and then you'll be the last runner.
Perfect.
And hope that's all you hear.
That's right, we don't wanna hear that we need.
Run around.
Are we also noting, I saw in the meeting minutes or whatever that there's 85th runner gets a special thing too, are we announcing
yeah.
that, or is that just at the awards?
the 85th runner was supposed to get
Chris, where are
one of the
the
leaders.
leaders?
One of the raffle prizes.
Well, we have,
I just didn't know if that was something that would be kind of announced over there, so you at least know, so when they come up for the awards, is it a surprise to them, is that kind
It
of?
will be, I think they thought it would be a surprise.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
It will be a surprise now.
yeah.
So, we'll have Kevin announce that as it comes up or whatever. I think it's too hard to know if it's gonna be the 85th runner that crosses the line, so it's just kind of a nice way to,
So is that the
advertise
very first prize or?
it. Could be that.
No, the reason why I wouldn't is because it's a kudos prize, because I think everyone would want a fair shot at that one.
Okay, so when you say is that the very first prize, that could be the first announced prize that for the 85th winner. We have whatever prize we're giving to the 85th winner
Got it.
is not first place overall. It's the 85th registered.
No, I
The
understand what you're saying.
85th person across the finish line.
Just one.
I understand what you're saying.
So it wouldn't be the Saputo.
So it wouldn't be somebody you're pulling, they automatically get a prize because they were the 85th runner in the race.
Right.
Got it.
So the other thing that we need to talk about, well, maybe we can do the piggyback.
Mhm.
Because, Gary Turco is going to have a state proclamation recognizing our 85th anniversary.
For the year, okay.
Yeah, so, that can be like an early fill-in before the awards actually happen. And then, and then just do in recognition of the 85th runner is
So
receiving.
he's gonna do that proclamation as we get ready to do the awards.
Mhm.
Where everyone's like standing around waiting.
Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do the proclamation and we'll say in honor of the 85th year, this prize goes to so-and-so who
The
crossed
85th
the
runner.
line, who was the 81st person to cross our line. Congratulations. Then we'll go into first place, second place, third place. Good?
Yeah,
You all have that? Each one of you is gonna have to tell me that again on Sunday.
well, I think, everybody's standing around waiting, so it'll be a good
Yeah, and
Something
then
to
once they
do.
start hearing us talk, they'll start to come and gather, because sometimes it's a
And
little
all the
fuzzy.
price packets are clearly marked.
Yep. They will be, yep.
And we had a bunch of. How can I say this? We had a number of items donated that are specialty items. You know, Neil's music teacher donated 4 different music lesson things, a drummer, a guitarist, a piano player, and those are very specific. So I think that we had a couple of other oddball
To
ones
ask
too.
people, instead of saying, here's a piano lesson. You know.
Well, maybe we'll have something that we set up to switch.
What we
and,
thought we would do is put it on a poster board,
Or phone board.
a foam board. And so because everything's in bags already and labeled, so you put it on the foam board, we can put it on display before. Before the awards, people can see that, we can maybe put a bug in people's ears. And, check out the prizes, there's some options for, there's some specialty prizes this year. I can't remember what the other ones were.
Oil change.
Well, changes.
But I was
Or
gonna
we'll
say,
give
I know
gym
we
membership.
used to offer them to choose an alternate prize, for instance, if you got a dog training,
Well, that's, I think-
certificate and you didn't have a dog.
I think that was the option, was if they didn't want they could choose another one, I guess.
Yeah.
Not many choices though. Like just
So if they didn't want what, they could choose another one. They didn't want a music lesson, they could choose another one, or they.
If they didn't want a music lesson, they can take we'll have a couple of the $25 gift cards. And they can just take a $25 gift card, or they can take something of a higher value, which is.
So here's my concern. People stand there. They want this, do I need that?
Yeah.
What should I get?
No,
And I want to avoid that kind of situation.
but Diane, I don't think it's gonna be a general rule of thumb.
No.
It's like with the music lessons, for instance, there's 4 certificates, right?
Yeah.
That's a very specific thing. I mean, if you don't have a piano, why take a piano lesson? That's how I, look at it. It's not gonna be every prize that's offered as an option. I really
Could you
can't
just
remember
give
what
them,
else.
could you offer them if you do the music lesson, just offer them a $20 or $25 gift card to a restaurant? They don't get to choose
Yeah,
which
that's what I'm saying.
restaurant.
Right,
Okay.
right. But
Cause I don't want them to like,
the music lesson's kind of a high value, do you remember? what
Yeah.
was
it
attached to
is a high value and it's a very nice thing to
Yeah.
have, but again.
But you're right, it's, if you don't want the piano lesson, here's,
Is it one lesson?
take a $25 card to.
Is it one lesson?
No,
No, it's a series of
it's a
lessons.
series, it's an expensive,
Like, a series of piano lessons, not just pay piano.
Right.
right.
Oh, all right.
So you may want something a little bit more than $25 food thing if
We'll
it's.
have to
worth
look.
it, not one serious.
Do you remember what the value was?
I think it's $25. Each lesson, I think it's $25.
No, it's more than that,
No.
Valley was no more.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's agree to look at what those values are and see if we could come up with an alternate.
I don't think you're gonna be able to come up with a comparable value though, because then you're gonna be eating up all your other prizes, trying to match it. I mean, if they win, good for them, right? They want a music lesson, if not. they
Well, we'll
can go
have to see what the value is.
What we can do, this is what we can do, we can put the items on the poster board, corkboard, whatever it is. And have it announce it, these are our specialty prizes. We're gonna call names, you're gonna, call names for the restaurant gift card, but if you'd rather upgrade to one of the specialty items, you can have that instead. So he'll list the names, that way everybody hears what the things are.
I'm just concerned if we end up with all the lessons at the end, because
Well, there's nothing we can do with that.
Or we just put it in order of appearance. This is,
Right.
the prize is a a piano lesson, for instance, and if the person grimaces, you can
Does
say,
it really know? Yeah.
or you can, choose one of these gift cards, or we'll have a gift card available.
Yeah, just,
I know some of the oil change, like Firestone, it's $100 value, for instance. It's not. But I don't think it's gonna be that complicated.
I mean, if you leave it to the people and it's not, and you just make sure it's not transferable, I was trying to make sure that we get the knots in there. Then, they get the prize, they don't want it, they find someone who, on their side that wants it, rather than having us to try to, figure out and having, like you said, if they, keep looking and trying to pick out what they want instead. I don't know, that's just another option.
We have like gym memberships, the revolution sports and the health treks and
But aren't those other prizes that we're giving out?
so, I think more the manicures, the massages and oil changes, I think, right, are the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Some of those.
yeah. The first,
And
we
gift
have
card.
first, second and third place are getting oil changes, massages.
They're already in.
Yeah, these are all extra.
Yeah.
We have a
they're
few
already put
extras, though.
together, so they won't get.
Okay. So I would say that if we had a few extras, that's what we offer. If somebody, we do the drawing for the lessons. And if they're like, I don't know anybody that could use this, and we say, well, we could offer you this instead, and then.
If they don't like it, then, well, they have a choice.
It's all free.
Right. And then when the only things you have left, maybe they haven't gone yet, then you can just stop them. If you have 2 or 3 that have been there the whole time and no one's gonna go after them, we could always save them for summer reading
Or
or,
the
another
Winterfest or something.
Winterfest or another. Cause that's what we do at Winterfest, when we get down to the point where no one is picking up those things, we're just like,
Okay.
Those lessons are more. It would be good for people that had kids that the kid wants to try out a guitar lesson or piano lesson or something. More appropriate. Really.
Or in my mother's poor case, she wanted me to learn the piano. Didn't work. Something about practice.
I mean, I would love to learn how to play, but I don't have a piano, so.
Right.
Keyboards, they have keyboards now. Okay.
So if possible, I mean, I like to see, the music lessons go to someone who actually is going to use them and not just
I
take
would,
the
I would too.
certificate.
I would too.
I mean,
So. Do we give all of them in the race maybe? How many music lessons do we?
4
There's 4 different instruments.
different instruments.
Do we give 3 or 1? There's something else, is there something else that? It would make sense to, give it as a prize for? Okay, then we'll do the 4 and we'll find 4 alternatives and.
I'm looking like piano lessons, which I think piano or guitar might be more popular, a more popular option than, one is drums and the other one is bass. And maybe with the Winterfest, that would be something people could specifically bid on that are interested.
Okay. All right, so, last call. Ron and Chris are meeting 6 o'clock in this library parking lot. You guys are parking wherever and meeting DJ?
We'll quickly meet here, then we'll be out of there by 8:15, that'll be opened up.
Okay, and Cert will be here
To meet DJ at 8,
8
at
o'clock,
8.
yeah.
and I'll tell them to park over at Mill Pond. Just to keep them out of your way.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work, because once the festivities are here and the race is over, you can get out there. I'm constantly thinking of the route.
Yeah.
And, like especially, I know one year I had to run out and get some extra stuff. Oh, a race, while the runners were going,
Yeah.
and it was like, okay, whose car can we get out?
Yeah.
Right, then I think we're good, I think we're in good shape, thank you, everyone.
Uh,
We'll